A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Tight right.
Here's Tannehill now on second down.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Here we go.
You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And again, it's Chubb.
Down the sideline he goes. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Deep. Here you go, Tiger. Here you go.
Now Tannehill. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Come on, come on. Hey. Maverick, 60 Maverick, 79 Broncos.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Again to throw. Willis on second down. Big strides. Look at him go.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Trap 60. Trap 50. Trap 60.
Willis wants to pass it again.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on first and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now Willis. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Willis on third and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Here's Tannehill.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Warriors 70. Rig alert, rig alert. 19 Lions. Let's go, let's go.
From the gun, here's Willis.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Touchdown! Paris Campbell from 19 yards away.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Run. Clock. Let's go.
Tannehill on third down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hip. Yo, triple left.
On first down, Tannehill.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10.
They go up the middle with Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 7.
Tight right. Hey.
Tannehill.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here you go, Tiger. Look out.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
19 tight.
First and 10, Willis.
Flushed out right.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
10 through 11, 10 through 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Willis. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much.
Tannehill intercepted again. Now he's free at the 35. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Viking 18. 79 Broncos.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Hey, Smash. Mustang 19.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go. Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Willis looks to pass it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller with career touchdown number 60.
And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Triple left. Deep.
To throw is Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ready. Chop alert.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Sheds off the tackle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Let's go now.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. 1st and 10, it's Willis.
This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Dragon 60.
To throw, here's Willis.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now an option play on second down.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Trap 50, trap 50. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Shotgun snap to Willis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Willis.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd down and 13.
Here's Tannehill.
That is caught.
And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey! Run.
Now Tannehill. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They snap it to Tannehill. Being chased out left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
65 catch.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken in at the 11. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Hit. Tight right. Hey.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Deep. There you go, Tiger.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Tannehill on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Tannehill's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Block. Hip. Yo, chip left. Deep. Belly hot.
Again, Tannehill. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And now the rookie's free. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Bravo 80. 18, Rattler. 18, Pioneer.
On 1st down, Willis.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Timberwolf.
Now Willis to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Willis will look to throw it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Come on.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown. Darren Waller with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Giants are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Hey! Go, deep. Let's go.
Now it's Tannehill. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play. Run. Yo.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here you go. Right here.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Hey. Yo.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Ready.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Ready.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Willis to throw on second.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Warriors 70. 19 Lions.
The second down throw by Willis.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Hey. Go. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, New York.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film.